Hello people and welcome back to News Review. The new content this week has finally returned to a normal length, mainly featuring the second half of the 8 Xian PR. If you are a new or returning player, I do recommend you check out my new player guide. It will help you better understand what I'm saying in the video. As always, open up the patch notes, link in the description if you want to follow along. Additionally, I'm trying a new thing where I buy a guild stage for every 10 subscribers I hit, which will give you a diamond if it's your first time clearing it. Thank you so much for 450 subscribers. The next milestone will be at 460 subscribers. So subscribe and also join the guild as well as the Discord, both codes in the description if you want to participate and be notified of that. Okay, so the other 4 cards of the series will be power releasing, not much to say here, so let's move on to the card skills. The 8 Xian have their own team skill as members in the team. This is the exact same as the other members, which I already went over in last week's video. I just wanted to say that, just to, once again confirm that these cards do have that. I'm just not going to go over it. First off, we have the Light God Xian. Her leader skill is actually fairly flexible, only needing one 8 Xian member, not counting leader and ally, to activate. She gives a decent amount of HP and recovery, and also relies on race runestones and combos. For her team skills, she does have a team skill with the PR trio, but it's not that consequential, and if you do have trio, it's probably better to use him as leader anyway, so I'll skip going over that for the video. For her actual team skills, in terms of leader and ally, the leader and ally can be Xian or Ludong the other sub-jackpot. The two are interchangeable in the 2 positions of leader and ally. There is a good amount of shield ignoring here. All the basics are present, ignoring anti-runestone, runestone combo nullifying, and combo seal are all great. This team is liable to get screwed by the board though, since the primary attack runestones are light and dark with nothing else having additional effects, which also means that recovery might be a problem. It's also not going to be particularly fast when every member is launching 8 extra attacks for maximum damage. For active skill, same as last time by the way. One thing I didn't write on the slide is for every alpha or demon present, the character is CD -1 because it is not that useful and I don't want to repeat it for every character. As a member, Xian is actually not that bad. She is an attack booster. I mean, she previously was, but this time comes with some extra effects. She is the first ever card to ignore all runestone shield, unless I'm misremembering. She also boosts your combo count by quite a bit in a similar manner to Shakespeare, any other light god card that you might have. But this kind of skill is quite good. The terminating condition is what I would say the only bad part, because if you encounter stuff like raid, it can stop you in your tracks early, but apart from that, I think it is quite a good card. Moving on to the other sub-jackpot, we have the Dark God Ludong. His leader skill is even less strict, but realistically it doesn't really matter, since to utilize the team skill, you need to have Xian at one end and Ludong at the other. For the leader skill, he has gods, 8 Xian and dark members allowed. Same kinds of stats, but just more straightforward, and relies on the board being dissolved. Well, actually not like strictly, because it doesn't say first batch. You can sky drop and it'll still count for his leader skill. The team skill that applies here is literally the same as what I already said for Xian, since they are interchangeable as leader and ally, so I won't go over that again. That would be literally redundant. For his active, it is quite a bit less versatile than Xian. The functionality to choose the type of runestone to explode is nice, but it just doesn't do a whole lot. It feels like it's trying to fix the holes in the kind of overall team structure and skills of the 8 Xian, instead of being an actual good member with actual good skills. Moving on to the small prizes, we have the Earth God Xiangzi. He is the second ever Earth God to reduce your recovery to 0. The first, if you don't count the other card, which is debatable because the other card is like a mid-level evolution, and the recovery to 0 part was meant to be a downgrade back in the day. But yeah, this card reduces your recovery to 0. It has the stats, to actually be good, and that's actually just the only good ability of this card. The fixed board might be nice if you happen to be using an 8 Xian team, but the 8 Xian leaders aren't that good, so probably not. Lastly, we have the Light God Zhanguolao, an utterly useless card. He literally doesn't even look like he's been given a PR. where his useless skill is given the long CD of 8 paired along with it. It's just literally a pure attack boost, pretty much. The CD reduction may be nice, but when you can activate the thing that reduces your CD every 8 rounds, or let's be generous, every 6 rounds, you know, I don't think you're getting anywhere with, you know, your CD reduction. It's just a long CD. I don't know why they just didn't give him 6. If they gave him 6, it might be debatably like okay, but if the CD is 8, just no, you're not cycling anywhere with this one. Next up, we have the free cards. The new ultimate card is the Dark Machina Ohio. Yes, that's its real name. I always wonder if they're doing the meme stuff on purpose, with the skill called Aerospace Engineering last week, and now a card called Ohio. This is the 3rd ever Machina to reduce your recovery to 0, and the first Dark Machina to do so, so I guess that counts for something. The recovery of Galactic Odyssey teams aren't that good though anyway, so this card is kind of redundant for being a support for that series. The next Battle Cruiser Project card is the Fire Machina Galoy, whose main use is to cycle Galactic Odyssey members, offering a crazy amount of cycling with CD-4 or EP+4. It is also worth mentioning that the card also has a CD reduction bond skill with Gamma, the other Battle Cruiser Project card, making it even more insane. The Water Demon exclusive Drangler is also available for forging, made from the Water Demon Yingjung in the Evoking shop, as usual. And lastly, we have the May Challenge, which, if I'm being honest, I'm probably not putting videos out for, especially not before I get the current big one finished. So you just have to look elsewhere, or if you ask, I'll probably be able to find some video that someone better at team building than me has, you know, put out. The free cards this week are very geared towards the Galactic Odyssey series. If you plan to use that series, then do farm these cards, but if not, you're fine to just grab one copy since they're not very flexible. Moving on to the celebration events, the returning ultimate card this time is the Water Human Minerva, a card that I have never used, so you can beat the stage once and be on your way. That is it for this week's news review. Leave a like if you liked it, comment below if you have anything to say to me, and subscribe if you like it in general. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you next video. See ya!